Chapter 1. The Shy Boy. It's good to be kind and helpful, but what happens if you are too shy to say you did something good? It was Friday afternoon. Miss Mehta, the class teacher, entered the classroom. She looked around and was surprised. The classroom was very clean. Who cleaned the classroom today? Miss Mehta asked the students. The students looked at one another. Then Ben put his hand up and said, I did. Well done, Ben. I am very proud of you, said the teacher. Fred did not say a word. He was the one who had cleaned the classroom. He was just too shy to say it. The next day, Miss Mehta saw the blackboard was clean as well. Did you do this too, Ben? She asked. Yes, I did, lied Ben. Miss Mehta was very happy. I must tell the principal. You are a very helpful boy, she said. A few days later, Fred painted a picture of the school playground. He really liked what he had painted. He thought it would look good on the classroom wall. So he hung it on the wall the next day. What a beautiful picture of the school playground, she said. Teacher, when she saw it, who has painted this? I'll give the artist a new paint box. Once again, the students looked at one another. I did, said Ben. Fred started weeping. He had painted a picture, but he was too shy to say so. He knew Ben would get the new paint box. Finally, his friend Geeta helped him. She stood up and said, That is Fred's painting. I saw him paint that picture. Ben did not paint it. Everyone gasped. Ben, did you lie? Asked Miss Mehta. Ben stood up. He was feeling very bad. I did. I am very sorry. Ma'am, he said. Miss Mehta turned to Fred. Oh, Fred, if you do something, you must say you did it. Never be shy, she said. I also cleaned the classroom and the blackboard, said Fred. He was smiling now. He was no longer shy. Sarah the Shy Bunny. Sarah was a very shy bunny. She was afraid to go outside even when sunny. In the morning, her mom took her to school. Sarah was worried. She won't be that cool. Sarah entered her class slowly and shy. She was shaking all over, ready to cry. Then all of a sudden, Jacob the frog began barking just like a dog. All the kids laughed and giggled out loud. Sarah smiled and joined the crowd. Ellie the giraffe said hello, welcome Sarah, at the horse named Joe. Sarah no longer laughed, afraid or shy. She met Susan, the bird who knew how to fly. At the end of the day, Sarah said goodbye. She was so happy she wasn't shy. Chapter 2. Ellie the Sleepy Elephant. Do you know someone who likes to sleep all the time? See what happens when you are too lazy. Ellie the elephant liked sleeping. She woke up late. She slept in school. She came back home and slept more. One morning, Ellie's mother needed some help. She asked Ellie to get some bananas. Ellie's uncle was coming to their house for dinner. Ellie was not happy. She had to wake up early. She went to the forest to get bananas. In the forest, she decided to sleep some more. She put her head against a tree and went to sleep. Third, she heard a loud noise. She felt something fall on her head. The sky is falling. The monkeys were shouting. She got up and ran. She ran all the way to her house. She went straight to her mother. She said to her, Mother, the sky is falling. How do you know? Said Ellie. Her mother asked. I know. A piece of sky fell on my head, she said. Let's go and see it then, her mother said. Some monkeys were eating the bananas that Ellie had brought. Well, Ellie, the piece of sky was nothing but a bunch of bananas. Her mother said. She was laughing now. Ellie felt very silly. Ellie, if you sleep all the time, you will not learn anything. You will also not know when someone is making a fool of you, her mother said. Monster in my bed. My sister made a little mask, all green and red. She is very naughty. She wore it to be bed. When I jumped in, she turned and said hi. I jumped out and yelled, There's a monster in my bed. Chapter 3 Wise Old Owl. All of us make mistakes, but it is important to learn from our mistakes. In this story, the young owl get into trouble, but repeating their mistakes. One day there was fire in the forest. All the birds and animals left that part of the forest. But now they had to build new homes. The young owls built their homes high up in the trees. From there they could look down and find food. They built their homes in the middle of the forest. There was plenty of food there. The wise old owl built his house next to a lake. He had not forgotten about the fire. The young owls said to the wise owl, You will not find much food here. You need to make your home in the middle of the forest. The wise old owl replied, I can eat only if I live. The young owls did not understand. After a few days, the wind changed its direction. The wind now blew near the homes of the young owls. The fire spread to the trees. People came from the nearby village to put it out. They took water from the lake to stop the fire. They dropped a lot of water around the trees near the lake. The wise old owl's home did not catch fire. It was too wet. The young owls had to fly again. They had to find new homes. The young owls wanted food. The wise old owl wanted to be safe. The wise old owl's home was safe. It was just a bit wet. Poem. Who says toot toot? Who says toot toot? And who says moo? Who says bah bah? And who says coo? They are all around me. I can hear them talk. To moo, ba and coo. I am here. Where are you? Chapter number 4 The Spelling Test. It's good to feel you are ready for a test. Sometimes we are so sure that we do not study before a test. Find out what happens to Amy. It was Thursday. Mr. Sharma, the English class teacher, said to the class, Tomorrow there is a spelling test. Here are 5 words. Note them down and learn how to spell them. He wrote down the words on the blackboard. After school, Amy walked home with Sandra and Beth. Beth said, These are difficult words. I must write them all down. That's a good idea, said Sandra. I will write them out 3 times each. Then I can remember them. Beth called Amy the night before the test. Have you learned the words? She asked Amy. I do not need to learn them. I will watch my favorite TV show. I am the best speller in the class, so I need not even look at the words, said Amy proudly. It was Friday. Mr. Sharma asked the class, Did you all learn the words? Yes, said everyone. Let us begin then. said Mr. Sharma. Number 1. Spell receive. Beth and Sandra smiled. They had learned it well. Number 2. Spell tomorrow. Number 3. Spell knife. Number 4. Spell enough. Number 5. Spell proud. At the end of the test, the children gave their notebooks to the teacher. It was Monday. Well done, children, said Mr. Sharma. You all got 5 out of 5 right. All of you. Except Amy. Amy, you got just one word right, proud. The teacher walked towards Amy's desk. You did well in the last test. Did you not prepare well for this test, Amy? He asked. Amy stood up and said in a low voice, I thought I knew everything. I thought the test would be very easy, so I did not study for it. There was tears in her eyes. You should prepare well before all your tests. It's good that you have understood your mistake. Make sure that you do not do it again. Then he gave Amy a hug. From then onwards, Amy never took any test lightly. Poem The Boastful Ghost. The boastful ghost flapped through a wall, his white face full of glee. I'm much the bravest ghost there is. A real ghoul, said he. All living creatures, great and small, are terrified of me. Just then a bustling, bright-eyed mouse came hopping down the stair. The ghost looked round, shrieked, help, and flew to tremble on a chair. And passing by, the teeny mouse was here to squeak, oh yeah. Chapter 5. Dad cooks dinner. Simi's father cooks a special dinner for the family. Read the story to find out how it turns out. Dad was cooking dinner. I'm an expert at making fried paneer, Dad told Mom and me. And I'm an expert at eating fried paneer, I said. An expert cook, Mom smiled. Watch and learn. Dad said. He walked towards the kitchen. He quickly chopped some onions, garlic, and tomatoes. Dad put oil in a pan. Then he added the garlic and onions. He fried them a little and then he added the tomatoes. Now, I'll add the paneer, he said. He chopped the paneer into small cubes. The garlic, onion, and tomatoes sizzled. Dad put the paneer in the pan. He added a pinch of salt and pepper. He stirred it for some time and then put the lid on the pan. The paneer bubbled. What about the chapatis? Mom asked. Oh dear, said Dad. He frowned. I forgot about that. Mom quickly mixed some water with flour and made a big ball of dough. I'm the expert cook, said Dad. Let me make the chapatis. So Mom went into the living room. Dad rolled out little balls of dough and made a few lovely thin chapatis. I can smell something burning, I yelled. Dad looked at the pan. He quickly took the lid off. The kitchen was filled with a burning smell. Don't tell Mom, said Dad. He poured a little water into the pan. There was a hiss sound and some smoke came out. He quickly opened a window. Shh! Dad put a finger on his lips. He had a naughty look on his face. We all sat at the table. Mom opened the lid of the pan and tasted the paneer. Mom, she said, you are an expert cook, but this tastes a bit different. Dad looked at me. Dad looked at me. I looked at him. We laughed. What is the joke? Mom asked. It is my special dish. Dad said. Tea call it SBP. SBP for sizzling beautiful paneer, asked Mom. Slightly burnt paneer, Dad giggled. Chapter 6 Teddy Bears. Children love teddy bears, but why are these toys called teddy bears? Find out how they got their name. A long time ago, there was a man named Teddy Roosevelt. Teddy Roosevelt. He was the president of America. He killed hunting very much. One day he and his friends went to a forest. They searched for these days for animals to hunt. The forest was very thick. They searched a lot but could not find any animals at all. The next day one of the men had an idea. He went deep into the forest with his dogs. The dogs caught the smell of a bear. They ran in the direction of the smell and chased down an old bear. The old bear was easy to capture. It could not run, it could hardly walk. The men tied the bear to a tree. Then they called the president and gave him a gun. Mr. President, said the man, here is a bear for you to shoot. The president looked at the bear. It was weak and hurt. He felt sad for the bear. He did not want to kill the helpless old animal. I do not want to shoot this animal, he said. It is already in a lot of pain. He put the gun away. Soon everyone in the country came to know the story. They said the president was very kind to a sad old bear. People read the story in newspaper. They saw cartoons on it. They talked about it in shops and at home. One shopkeeper, a man called Maurice Mistham, used to make toy bears with his wife. He wrote a letter to the president. He asked, can I call my toy bears teddy bears, please? Teddy Roosevelt said, yes, since then we have called them teddy bears. Poem Egbert and Me. At night when I lie fast asleep, my teddy Egbert wakes and sits upon my blanket until the morning breaks. He likes to see I get my rest, for everybody's sick. So if the pirates smash the door to steal away my toys, he fights them off with his long sword, but very little noise.